All right, pretty straightforward chip here. This is probably a pretty common one you might have on the course. You got, I mean, basically half distance of rough and green. It's flat. One of the things I see a lot of people do, I mean, you do whatever you want, but it's even, I see it asked a lot in some of the questions is, they're like, what's the best club to chip with? There is no one answer to that. Like, it's not just a lob wedge or just a sand wedge, or look at your lie, look at the shot you're trying to hit. Like, the easiest shot, like if we just take extremes, if I open up a lob wedge and try to hit a soft flop shot 15 feet in the air to that close pin, I think we can agree that's not smart, and maybe I pull one off out of every 12, 15. So that's not good. In the same mind, I could take a driver and putt it with this and it might not turn out bad at all, right? So that tells me that for a shot like this, if I can keep it low and rolling, some variation in between those two extremes is where I want to be at. Now you can take like a 56 and get your hands forward and keep it down. You can go that route, but like always chipping with like a 60 to me is a little bit wild. You're leaving strokes on the course. I'm taking my 50-degree gap wedge, so I don't even have to manipulate this a lot with, you know, moving my hands. It's just the right club to be able to hit this shot, get in really easily. It's just a simple little stroke. There's not a whole lot that can go wrong in this. Like, even if I'll thin this one actually a little bit. I'll try to like intentionally thin this to hit a little bit of a bad shot. Okay, that was super thin. Sit. I mean, that was me hitting almost the equator of the ball, and it's still like 5-6 feet. So that's a bad miss. Do that with a lob wedge and see what happens. You're gonna be across the green. Yeah, it's just so easy. I mean, this is a very makeable chip, especially with the right club in your hand. I want the ball rolling like a putt on chips like this, because yes, you should try to make these. And if you put a lot of spin on it and hit it high, it's gonna jump all over the place. I want this thing releasing and going to the hole like a putt. I put that right, dang it. I wanna make this thing real quick. But yeah, picking the right club is probably the #1 thing that people get wrong in their short game. And therefore, they're leaving a lot of strokes on the course. You're just making things so much harder than they have to be. That was a little bit of a mishit. And see, like, pick the right club. In golf, the #1 rule is golf is a game of misses, first off. So if you're getting mad at yourself because you mishit something, like you're playing golf, the goal is to have better misses. And you do that by picking the right club and just learning more about the game. But it's a lot of knowledge, and a lot of it is factoring in, where do I want to miss? Play better.